Alright guys, today in the studio we're going to be doing a sculpting video. Now this is going to be pretty much in real time here. I'm just going to do a super laid back, nice sculpting video for you. Now I have never sculpted not only a humanoid, but also a lamb. So I am currently in the process of working on Archangel Micheal, and I'm going to sculpt a lamb to be sitting on a rock ledge behind him on this sculpture. So sit back, buckle up guys, and let's go ahead and get some Sculpey Original out here, and let's sculpt a little lamb. All right, you guys, so this is Archangel Micheal, and as you can see, he's come a long way. Now, I didn't absolutely do all of this sculpting on camera. I did some of this off camera, just enjoyable, just relaxing time without a camera. Now, as you can see, Archangel Micheal here is leaning against a rock formation. I've already got all of his body anatomy, as well as his calves, his kneecap, his thighs, his biceps, throbbing awesome biceps. He's got his chest kind of visible there as well. And he has a nice neck to a strong face at the top. And I'm going to make his hair a little bit longer depending on how I do his wings. Now, of course, when I do his wings, his overall look is really going to transform. Now, as you can see here, we do have in his left hand, we're looking at his right hand, a piece of cloth or tapestry. So this could be like a long cloth. I thought it would be kind of a cool effect to give some rippling cloth from his lower back all the way up over his shoulder, across his chest and his leg, and that's cascading down. And he has that kind of in one hand as it's rolling down, and it's going to be on top or beside the lamb that we're going to sculpt in this video. So we're going to start off by just building an aluminum kind of base. Let's call this a hush puppy. This is a hush puppy of aluminum foil, and we're going to go ahead and throw some clay over this just like we would if we're putting batter on the outside of a corn dog, like a little mini corn dog. So it went from hush puppy into a little mini corn dog. And we're going to go ahead and just roll out some clay here, and then we're going to cut it to size, and then we're going to lay this over our little aluminum foil base here. Now, I just shaped this in the general shape of the body of the lamb, and of course you can make lambs in a lot of different sizes. You can even think about this as just a sheep if you would like to do that as well. In my mind's eye, I'm thinking a little innocent lamb for this. My thinking here is that it would be kind of as if Archangel Micheal is passively protecting, or adding protection to the lamb that is kind of just sitting comfortably without worry behind him on this rock formation. Now, once we have the clay kind of wrapped around the aluminum foil buildup here, then we'll go ahead and get it positioned on the rock formation. I'm also sculpting this kind of lamb so that I can potentially add more details or different looks to it later on with the Dremel process, or maybe even sculpt it slightly differently. I was thinking about, honestly, kind of casting it and then adding maybe a lion laying down behind the lamb. So we may end up coming back to that later on down the road, but I'm going to get this commission done first, and then I'll have to get some other things done before I can kind of loop back around to sculpting a lion to add to this sculpture in a different way. So we're going to go ahead and just push this down into the rock formation, get it in position, and then we can start to kind of sculpt it and get some of the body anatomy of the lamb into place. So here we're going to begin the process of sculpting the rear legs. So as I add more anatomy to the lamb, it's going to start to look a little bit more realistic, and the anatomy will kind of bring in the lamb-like look. I've never sculpted a lamb. I've never sculpted a humanoid either. So all of this sculpture is absolutely brand new to me. This is my first shot at it. So it's just new things, new experiments, and just enjoying the process of creation and sharing it with you. So leave me a comment at the very end of the video, guys. Let me know. Did my lamb turn out good? I hope so. It was definitely enjoyable to create it and fluff him up and make him look nice and soft and lamb-like. Lamb-like. So here we are. We're going to start to jump in time every so many minutes here. And this is going to be a kind of a fun, just a process video here. Now, I'm not going to speed or time lapse this into like a hard to follow time lapse. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sculpt in real time, but I have removed all of the portions where I'm kind of like sitting back, looking at it, or excessive times where I'm like getting a lot of clay out, or re-warming up clay in my fingers before I apply it to the item, things like that. So anything that wastes time of me doing something off camera has been removed. And so that all that is left behind is just me sculpting this in just almost pretty much a real time, with just hands on the project clips here. So continuously working in that rear hip right there. We want to make sure we bulk out of the rear end of the lamb as well, so that way it doesn't look like that hip is out of place. Now, of course, depending on the age of the sheep or the lamb, it depends on how thick the wool is on the outside of the body. And I guess the thicker you make the wool, the more you can add to the body without having to worry about making it look out of proportion. We're going to keep our lamb a little bit on the thinner side. We're not going to like super bulk him out or anything like that. But we do want to make sure that the overall anatomy is, it needs to look a little bit realistic in proportions of the legs and the body and the head. We also want to make sure that it has the overall same sculpted style that the Archangel has. I don't want to look like that it's completely two different styles and they don't look like they would be blended together. Or like, after all, I am sculpting them at different portions in time. I want to make sure they look like they're the same piece. So I'm not going to put an extraordinary amount of detail into the sheep or the lamb when I'm not going to put that extreme detail into Archangel Micheal. I want Archangel Micheal to be like, not rough, but smooth in texture for the most part. And it's going to just increase the look of it quite a bit. So as you can see, like the cloth right there and the legs, they're very smoothed out. And I don't want a lot of rough cuts or rough shapeage to it. Now, if that's the overall sculpted look that you're going for, then hey, have at it. But that's just not what I want for this individual project here. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sculpt the front arm here. Now, originally I was going to do this outside arm that is closer to us in the camera frame here. And then I just decided to switch it up. So I actually put on the interior arm against the rock formation first. And I go ahead and blend that in with a blending tool. We'll add a little bit of material around that outside back area as we go through the final steps before I get ready to do the final bake of the sculpture here. But this is just allowing us to kind of block in. We're going to go ahead and get that front outside arm blocked in as well, using some tools here just to kind of blend out those harsh edges. And then that way we can start to work towards the actual head itself. Blending that front hip or shoulder down towards the belly there. And now what I'm going to do is well, it's not really necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and string out a little bit of clay here and there, and then I'm just going to apply this to the inner of the belly, as well as some other places on the actual sculpture here. And that's just going to give it a little bit of wrinkles and a little bit of texture along the wool outside of the body. There we go, looking pretty good there, getting that blended in there. And then continuously blending that in there. Once we get the body almost to the correct shape, we can begin the processes of just finishing up, like blocking in the roundness of this little corn dog. And then once we're happy with that, we can start to get the neck sculpted as well as the head. Now, I didn't want to make the head super bulky. I wanted to kind of keep it nice and petite and kind of streamlined. So we'll go ahead and definitely get that put in just a minute or two. And then this project is really just moving right on along. Sculpting in the head here, as you can see, we're getting the neck as well as the upper head kind of just blocked in before I actually apply it to the main body itself. I go ahead and apply some cut lines to the clay just to kind of keep or improve adheration between the two pieces of two formations of clay. We want to make sure they get a good bond between the two, so that way it's not a weak point when I come in to make molds later on before the casting process. We're going to blend this down into the body itself, and then we'll start to do a little bit of detail work on the head before we almost finish up. There we go, getting that blended down there fully all the way around. Don't leave any portions where they're not blended. It would just be an unfinished area. And once the actual body is kind of blocked in there, we can kind of move on to some facial details here. Now, one of the most noticeable things is that the head is a little bit wider for sheep than, say, like a deer or something like that. All right. So I'm also kind of seaming the line between the legs and the rock formation. And actually, later on, what I do is I decide to bring the fabric that the angel is holding down, and it barely cascades off the rear of the sheep here. And then it kind of continues down under the body onto the rock formation. It is something pretty simplistic overall, like a small detail. But I feel like having the cloth going over the body or onto the body or the rolling over the back and then coming under the legs a little bit, it makes it feel like the angel's like protection is in contact with the lamb in some way. It's like, well, the lamb feels so comfortable that it can lay on the rock formation, and not just that, lays on the blankets that are there, or the cloth that the angel had wrapped around it is down there. It's applying partial protection, and the lamb is so comfortable that it feels like it can just lay upon that fabric and that cloth. So something small, something that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, but I thought it would be a cool addition to the sculpture by having that cloth making contact and protecting the lamb's body. Applying these little ears to the outside head of the lamb, it's actually a little bit more difficult than you think, so I have to blend them in. And I did like the off kilter type of look for these small ears. And I also incorporate a little bit of a divot in the center of each ear where, like, say, like the ear fur is kind of like cascading over the ear canals. I'm also going to be applying a little bit of detail to the kind of rounded eyes. So if you really pay attention to lamb eyes or like a goat eyes, they're just usually like pitch black, and they have a lot of round details to the eye socket, and then some divots in the side of the head that just give them just a really appealing look to them. And then of course you have the elongated snout to the nose at the very end, which really doesn't have any hair or anything on it. The rest of the body would have hair on it all the way down to the little hoovesies, and of course we've sculpted those in as well. They're just not ready for detail work yet. Using a little wire removal tool here, and we're going to start to apply some just little micro kind of striations in the edges of the clay, giving it a little bit of texture. Not a whole lot, just enough to where it looks kind of like it's kind of ripply and has a lot of layers to it. So just being kind of delicate here.
removing a little bit at a time. I'm trying to just make to where the kind of wool-like surface is just kind of like following the contours of the body a little bit. Just kind of packing that down so it doesn't have any like hard ridges on it. And I think it's looking pretty good. I'll probably focus a little bit more on the face a little bit here, making sure that kind of like nose, nostril slits are kind of the right shape. It's hard to really showcase that when it's all like white, but it's looking pretty good. I think I'll narrow out the bottom of the chin a little bit, maybe later on in the finalization process. But it's looking pretty good so far, and the eyes are looking good. You don't want to make the eyes to where they're like too much forward facing because they're not like sometimes they're like a goat head. I guess depends on the species of goat. Have a lot wider heads and their eyes are a little bit more forward facing, where some of the sheep have like more narrow skulls. So I'm trying to give that narrow type of face look to it. Just little nitpicking details here and there, just moving clay around in particular areas, kind of texturing like where the feet are, making sure they have a little bit of texture on them, but not too much. Gotta find that perfect middle ground there. I'm I'm liking that quite a bit right here, and I'm almost at the point where I'm kind of happy with the overall effect of it. Uh, and I always sculpt for a few more moments, and then I'm just like, well, it's time to go ahead and bake this bad boy. Now, the last portion of the actual Archangel Micheal that I have to do is a little bit of the sandals. I'm going to put some sandals on him as well as some straps across his feet. They're going to be very simplistic, very easy going, or I might just leave them open. I'm not quite sure yet. I have yet to decide. I might also give him some gauntlets or something around his like maybe his ankles or maybe his calves. So we'll see. Maybe some shin guards, like plate metal shin guards. But the most notable thing I'm going to be adding to him, of course, are the wings. So we're going to do double-sided wings for him, and they're going to kind of follow the contours of his body a little bit. And of course, I'll be working towards finalizing the overall sculpted design so that I can make an actual mold and a cast product for the customer here. Now, just remember that this is actually just a full-on sculpture that I wanted to create. And of course, I've made it to where I can detail the armor and the clothes and any kind of small details, depending on what the customer who orders the particular item wants at the time. And then, of course, we're going to give it a bake at 275 for maybe around 30 minutes or so. And then here is the result so far. I really needed to bake it because that cloth was very thin and very fragile and was susceptible to gravity breaking it. So now it's baked and in position. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the project. Later, guys.